welcome to the program Healthy Living on Television Nigerian. I am Diana Udra. In 2016, there were about 216 million cases of malaria across African countries and an increase of 5 million cases brought in 2015. Also in 2016, the World Health Organization African region recorded 90% of malaria deaths, but death rate in 2016 was slightly less than that of 2015. Malaria could be life-threatening, especially in children under the age of 5. Fever, headache, and chills are usually the first symptoms. 2 billion people live in areas at risk of malaria transmission in 106 countries and territories all around the world. Malaria is the third leading cause of death in children under the age of 5 years globally, after pneumonia and diarrhea, according to a malaria fact chart released by the American Embassy in 2011. My guest today on the show is pharmacist Barrister Ben Amudu, PSN, the CEO and chairman of Halamin Herbals. You are welcome to the show, Chief.
Thank you, Ma.
Yes.
It's my pleasure.
Okay, Chief, the first question on my mind this morning is, first of all, we hear things are getting better, and all of a sudden, we have more cases of deaths because of malaria.
Yeah.
How do you reconcile this?
Well, this is to be because of changes in the climate, which WHO has been warning that things may not be as usual. The climate changes has affected everything. So whatever you see, the explanation can easily be gotten from the issue of climate change. It has affected everything. Malaria that used to be simple will make it resistant. Malaria that used to go within a short time will make it prolonged, and so many other issues.
Okay, sir, you mentioned climate change.
Yeah.
Now, since the climate changes often, and we don't have basic treatments like a permanent treatment for malaria, how do we help to eradicate malaria gradually from the society with these changes?
Well, they are trying a lot, trying to eradicate the malaria by attacking their places of abode, stagnant water, the use of chemicals in clearing them, and all that as done in some other countries of the world. But more importantly, it will not be easy overnight to eradicate, and coupled with the new phenomenon of climate change now, it's going to be difficult. But government is trying, and I am sure with time they'll be able to do something and reduce the incidences of malaria.
Okay, sir. So my next question is, most people treat malaria without proper diagnosis, especially in this part of Africa, where once someone feels feverish or you have headache and you assume it to be malaria without proper diagnosis.
No, that's not the best way to go, because these symptoms you have enumerated does not occur only to malaria, as things as simple as high cholesterol level mimics the same symptoms you have just read out. Things like typhoid fever, which is also a fever, but it's different from malaria fever. Scarlet fever, so many other situations can mimic. So it's very, very important to find out if malaria really exists. And WHO has prescribed a pattern that if somebody has malaria, first of all, you must find out by doing a blood test to confirm that the parasite is there. Then you can go after it. But if you are in an endemic area, just like your background report reads, you could take simple anti-malaria palliative and go for correction. But the good thing is that my research has added a new dimension to issue of malaria prevention and treatment, as my work of over 30 years on malaria has been able to get a product made from food that has 97% effectiveness against P. falciparum. That is the main causative agent of malaria. It has 97%. And when we took this material for publication in the US, the WHO got hold of our discovery and sent it to their headquarters, and our papers were analyzed and they were accepted, and they sponsored us to the UN to present our discovery, which we did. And today, NAFDAC has given us a listing. That product has been listed. It can prevent malaria, and it can cure malaria. As a matter of fact, it cures malaria within 4 hours. 4 hours. You take it, you redo your blood test, malaria is no longer in your blood. So with such ones that has no single side effect, because paludrin, when a detailed analysis of it was done, it's responsible for some earache, it's responsible for some form of cancer and so on. But this one from a food source has no single side effect. So even for our foreign investors who are afraid of malaria, the prevalence of malaria, they could take this particular one, food material. It doesn't cause any harm. It doesn't have any side effects. Okay, so such ones can be taken.
Okay, Chief. So what's the worst that can happen if someone doesn't have malaria and you treat malaria?
It depends what, most of the malaria treatment are chemicals. Those ones could have harmful effect. But in most cases, if you take it within the therapeutic dose, you may not have any issues. But for our own, that is from food supplement that also cures malaria, I've already said that it doesn't have side effects. So if you take that one mistakenly, still it will not lead to anything. Rather, it has immune boosting property. It makes you stronger. It makes you eat well.
Okay, so what are the drivers? The things that can help us to reduce malaria in the society?
Oh, so many things. The things that encourages malaria around our surrounding, dirty environment, dark places around our environment, stagnant water. They need for fumigation. They need to sleep under treated net, which the Federal Ministry of Health has been talking about. Generally, clear, dirty surroundings where malaria mosquitoes can breed, and then from there they spread it to other area. And they can travel so many kilometers within a short time, and they have it. First of all, the malaria parasite is taken to human body, it stays there for some time, and when they suck blood, they take it and carry it around and then inject it into unsuspecting human beings. So, and then with the coming of these products, Sabmal, that's the name of my product, Sabmal, the Sab that can treat malaria or prevent malaria. If you're on it frequently, you don't have malaria. Yeah.
Okay, sir, with your findings and your research and your solutions on malaria so far, World Health Organization a few days ago celebrated Malaria Day or thereabout, and their theme for the day was ready to beat malaria. Sir, is this possible?
Yeah, it is possible. It depends on the political will of the actors. That is the politicians. That is the leadership. If the leadership is ready, there are materials here and there. And for instance, the level my product has gone, WHO will be silent on it. The world is all political. The third world countries, the developed countries, their interests in the R&D, they spend a lot of money to do their research and development. So from the angle of herbal, you discover something that is amazing. And I like I told your CEO, I give you an example. When I discovered the anti-malaria, I had 4 professors working with me from South Africa. They are all whites. Unknown to me, they investigated me in the 153 Commonwealth countries, thinking that this Nigerian may be telling lies. This Nigerian must have copied somebody's work. They started investigating me 1, 2, 3 until they reached the 89th country, where they got convinced that no other country has worked on what I have done. That is when they had the confidence to send me a telex that they are happy to work with me. They have seen that my job, my discovery are actually new and they are personal to me. And at this stage, they are happy to work with me. The only thing left for us to do, in line with best practices in the world, we have made a discovery, we have shared it with our peer colleagues internationally, they have worked on it, they have reviewed it. The Indian Journal of Medical Research, which is 141 years old today, has worked on my research work, has published me, and by that publication, evidence is the end of argument. By that publication, we are on to go. And they also, in the publication, says that the drug can cure malaria. It is an adjuvant for the treatment of sickle cell anemia. It's an adjuvant for the treatment of cancer and many typhoid. In fact, it cures malaria and typhoid. That is the major issue. According to your background report, you just said the death of under 5s Malaria is the third. Pneumonia, diarrhea. As a matter of fact, I have discovered a cure for pneumonia. I have discovered a cure for diarrhea. These two are before the Nigerian Institute of Medical Research in NIMA in Lagos for due diligence analysis. And by the time this is out, those factors, 3, that are responsible for the under 5 deaths would have been taken care of. And Nigeria, even when Trump was being inaugurated, he said, Nigeria and another black world, we have not done anything. We have not discovered anything. It is a far-reaching discovery. This particular material can cure ulcer. So what are we talking about? America uses $4 billion every year to treat ulcer. You give omeprazole, you give amoxicillin, you give flagyl. For 2 weeks, ulcer comes down. Another 2 weeks, ulcer goes up. But with my material, it cures it once and for all. 34 years, a person who had ulcer has never eaten pepper. I cured him. He came to my house, he took pepper soup like this. He will wait, he will take it to this, like this. He kept it here, small. It entered his mouth. He didn't hear any reaction. He swallowed it from that day. 34 years, it started.
Okay, sir, with all you have told us today, I guess we should be excited.
Yes.
The remedies at our doorsteps already.
No doubt.
Okay, we have come to the end of the show. Chief Ben Amudu is the CEO of Halamin Herbals, and you can reach him on 08037 899 735. We'll be having more of Chief Ben on our health show. He'll be taking us on more cases like cancer, tuberculosis, and lots more. He has solutions to some of these ailments. We hope to have you again, Chief.
My pleasure.
Thank you for watching. I am Diana Udra.